This is Wiggio. Wiggio, like it says right here, is the easiest free way to work in groups. This is under the Online Projects tab because it's not necessarily as much of an educational site as it is an all-over group site. You can obviously use it for academic groups, but you can also use it for things like clubs, small businesses, whatever else you have going on. So it's useful for more than just school. And I know I've heard a lot of people say about this, well, why don't I just use Edmodo? Well, you can just use Edmodo, but maybe maybe the students in your class would rather use Wiggio instead. This just is another option that's out there. And it can do a handful of things that Edmodo can't do. Because so much of this is tied to phone numbers, emails, just personal information, you do have to have an account to sign up, but again, free. So I'm going to sign in here. Alright, now once you're signed in, the dashboard looks like this right here. You've got a feed, just like the news feed in on Facebook. And I keep going back to Facebook, but everybody seems to be comfortable and familiar with Facebook. In the middle, this runs on tabs, by the way. Tabs down the side, tabs across the side, or across the top. So you got the feed, you've got the folder tab. Folder works just like folders and other things. You can upload files and share them with other people in the group. Upload files, you can add a link, you can create a document or a spreadsheet in here. That's something that you can't necessarily do in Edmodo, so that's handy. And then the third tab is the calendar tab. Use the calendar tab here, go to whatever day you want to go to. Let's say I know I've got a project coming up, I'm going to start it the first of the year. Right in there, put in the events. Good stuff. Now, back over to the feed. Everything here you can add and schedule. You can add files from your computer. That'll go into the folder. You can add links from the web. That'll go into the folder. This is all on the home site on the feed. You can also, if you have a group, and I don't have any groups, so I'm not going to be able to show you the full functionality of Wiggio, you can schedule an in-person event. If you want to do that, give it a name, add a subject, and then add participants. Here, if you did have a group, you could add the whole group, and Wiggio would add your event to everybody's calendar. It's pretty great. Makes it a little bit easier to do than adding it than just emailing about something and then having it added, having the people add it all in person. You can schedule a conference call. You can have a conference call through Wiggio. It works kind of like a Google Hangout. You can schedule a virtual meeting. Same kind of thing. Virtual meeting, right in here. Video conference, screen sharing, whatever, straight through Wiggio. You can also just have the old-fashioned chat room where we're having a nice little chat. Again, these are similar things that you could do with other services. You could do a forum on Edmodo. You could do a Google Hangout for a virtual meeting. You could do Google messaging for the chat room. But it's just a different sort of way to do things. Now everybody likes to use Google. Next thing, again, you can create a document. It's just basically a Word document that everybody can share. It'll go in there as a group. Everybody can update it in real time without worrying about losing changes, without worrying about stepping on somebody else's toes. Works out nicely. Same thing with a spreadsheet. The nice things, the cool kind of things, are the poll or survey. You can make a poll right in Wiggio to find out something about the opinion of the group. I know. I think in their marketing video they talk about a band that wants to know when they want to get together. As a class, like if you want to use it with your class, you could have the group decide when they want to get together for a project. They could coordinate that. If you want to use it, say, with a group of teachers, you can decide what day works best for you guys to plan collaboratively. You can just kind of put in your questions. What day is best for planning? Right. And then you can say yes or no. There you go. Well, that's a yes or no question, so let me change the type. I want it to be a multiple choice question, and let them choose one. And you can add as many options as you want to. So let's say Monday Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. We're not going to use Friday because nobody is productive on Fridays. Alright, you can add another question if you want to, or you can preview what it's going to look like. There we go. What day is best for planning? I'm going to say Monday. Well, you know what? That's a preview. So, there we go. You can send it out to whoever you want to send it to. I'm going to cancel this one. I'm going to go back and cancel. Now, the really cool thing that, what I think is really cool about Wiggio is that when you sign up, you put in your cell phone number. So that way you can do things like send a text message within Wiggio. When it comes from my name, but it doesn't show my phone number. So as a teacher, this might be a good way to kind of get everything together and be able to send text to your students, not through Edmodo. This would allow you to send text to individual students without your phone number. You can also send an email. You can send a voice note, which is just basically a voicemail. It's going to go over to them in Wiggio, or you can send a video note, which is a video recorder. Mine's not going to work because I don't have a webcam attached to my computer. So, what are you going to do? All right. Other functions of Wiggio, you can add new contacts right here. Those would be people that are on Wiggio that you would know. Some of the drawbacks, you're going to have other people besides yourself get onto Wiggio, and you're all going to have to agree to use this in order to make it work. If you've got an 8-person group and 5 of the people are like, yeah, let's do Wiggio, and 3 are like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want something to do. You're out of luck. You're not going to be able to do it. It requires buy-in from everybody. But if everybody buys in, it's got all these functions that are, they're available on their own other places out there. But Wiggio brings them all together in one place.